Hey, what is up, guys? Today we're going to have another book talk, and that is all about Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, the second book in the Percy Jackson and Olympian series by the all-time famous Riordan. This book is the shortest one in the series with 312 pages, I think, and 279 pages. And I think, in my opinion, this has got to be one of the worst names that you could do to a book, because when you hear the Sea of Monsters, you're going to think about monsters and kids running from monsters and all of that stuff. And in my opinion, it's one of the names that makes you think twice before you read the book. But in this case, this is not one of those cases, because we all know that a Rick Riordan book is a great book, because, as I have said in the past video, Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief is one of the best books I have ever read. So we start in the scene where Percy dreams of Grover being chased by a monster, and that monster happens to be Polyphemus. So Polyphemus is the monster on the cover with the one eye, and I really liked the cover because it has something good to it. So we start off in the scene where Percy dreams that Grover is being chased by a monster. And what's worse is that Percy dreams that Grover is wearing a wedding dress. Okay, so when I read that part, I was just a bit weirded out, because why would Grover wear a wedding dress, and why would Percy dream of that? We'll go to the next scene where Percy is at his new school named Merriweather College Prep, and I think that Percy is going to a new school because he just made a major incident with a past book, so we go to this new school. Okay, so we see Percy there playing dodgeball with his friends, and I think he's now in 8th grade, because in the past book he's in 7th grade. So Percy plays dodgeball with his friends, and as we all know, Percy's life isn't normal. So when he plays dodgeball with his friends, I mean enemies, because they are fighting against each other, Percy's opponents become monsters. Okay, so I remember that scene in the first book when Mrs. Dodds became a Fury. There is an equivalent of that scene in this book, and that is that scene where the freaking opponents become giants. So we go now to Camp Half-Blood, where things get more horrifying than the previous ones. When we go to Camp Half-Blood, okay, things going down there, because it is under attack by bulls, okay? And then the next thing we know is that the tree that guards the freaking whole Camp Half-Blood, Talia's tree, is poisoned. And I hate the fact that they blamed Chiron for the incident. So as a result, Chiron got fired. By the way, I almost forgot that we meet Tyson in this book, and Tyson is Percy's half-brother, yes, and his father is also Poseidon. Afterwards, we get to know more about Grover's situation, because Percy tells Annabeth what happened to Grover. And then the next thing we know is Clarice is given the quest for the Golden Fleece. For those of you who don't know, the Golden Fleece is the thing that can heal Talia's tree, which is the tree that is poisoned at Camp Half-Blood and is guarding the whole camp from monsters. So now we know that Clarice is given the quest for the Golden Fleece. Percy got a bit sad, because Percy is the main one being talked about here, and he has to be given the quest. And I also like Percy to have his quest, because adventures with Percy are so awesome. We now proceed to Percy meeting Hermes. I like that scene where Percy meets Hermes and he gives Percy lots of different stuff, and we are all curious on what is Percy going to do with all that stuff. Eventually, Percy and his gang, board the Princess Andromeda, the ship that they are going to use to go to get Grover. I was shocked in the scene where Percy got turned into a guinea pig at a resort. Finally, we go to the scene where Annabeth gets the fleece. And I love that part because she has to trick the one guarding the fleece, whatever you call that. I'm sorry, I don't know. She made the one guarding the fleece think that she is nobody. So we get to the chapter title where it is named Nobody Gets the Fleece, because actually that nobody is Annabeth. My mind was cleared when we read that Polyphemus thought that Grover was a girl. My mind was cleared when I read that Polyphemus is chasing Grover because he thinks Grover is a female Cyclops. I was feeling pity for Grover because he can't escape that situation when a big monster is wanting to be your wife. At the end of the story, I became happy because Chiron was proven innocent, and they get home with the help of the party ponies, you know, the centaurs. We get this ending that we never expected, because when they put the golden fleece on the tree, the girl Talia becomes alive, and of course, who doesn't love a good cliffhanger? So that's where our story ends, where Talia, the daughter of Zeus, became alive because of the golden fleece. So I'm so excited for the next book. That is all my thoughts on Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.